Yes,
go.
yes.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Happy Monday.
Go Monday.
It's
Go
Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. Hi, everyone. We haven't seen y'all in a while.
It's been 3 weeks.
3?
It's been 3
2
weeks.
weeks. I thought it was 2.
It's been 3.
Well, I've been traveling. We've been doing mommy things, so it's been kind of hectic.
It has been.
But we back. We're going to be here every 2 weeks, bi-weekly.
So y'all will see us another 2 weeks.
Yes. So stay tuned. But thank you for tuning in.
I'm Kim.
I'm Portia. And this is
KMP Presents. I can't stop joking.
So this season, for season 3, we are sponsored by the lovely Paradise on Ice. They will be sponsoring all of our drinks for the show. Tonight we have some lovely flights here. Yes. A few different flavors that they offer at both locations, both on Burnett Road.
And then what's the word? Grand Avenue Parkway. Grand Avenue. I'm so bad at forward.
So we know this was called seaweed.
No, this is the seaweed one.
Oh, seaweed.
It's like supposed to be liquid marijuana.
Yeah. So
I think this one is pina colada.
Yeah. That's cheeks. I think.
No, I got sandy cheeks.
Cause I got sandy cheeks.
I got sandy cheeks,
which we had last time. It must be just delicious. So
this
is something. We'll let y'all know in a minute.
Yeah, when we'll let our guests taste it and let y'all know.
Yes. So we have a lovely guest joining us tonight, but before we do that, we have so many updates because it's been a minute.
Jesus.
And you know our life can get crazy,
Lord
adulting and all. So of course the first thing is this Corona. Okay.
The beer virus.
You see the emoji? Girl, my sent me Corona and the green thing. I was like,
see, no, I saw a different
virus.
I got a different one.
I was like, you should come here.
All the other beers in one corner and Corona's on this side, and they're like all trying to stay away from it.
No.
Some of y'all so goofy.
It's not funny, but people are making, a hard situation humorous, which I appreciate because
you gotta have to.
I'm one of those people, it's not really phasing me as far as like being scared or whatever.
Right.
Like, it is what it is. Just got to continue washing our hands, being sanitary, being safe, being mindful, giving those, non-physical gestures like, hey, what's up? I see you.
Love.
What's up? Give a little kick. One of my students was like, Miss Hodge, we can't touch hands. Let's do a Flitch handshake.
Come on, student.
I was like, okay, cool. We can do that.
But I'm like this. Like, I understand. First, let me shout out to Mayor Steve Adler for making the call that he made, because I know it wasn't easy. South by Southwest is a huge moneymaker for multiple industries, and I know people that personally are affected by it because they're going to lose a nice revenue stream because of the cancellations. But I'll also say this: people are still going to party. People are still going to be down here. We will post on our page the unofficial South by Southwest parties that are not canceled, that are still going on, so you guys can be sure to follow that. I'm pretty sure the list is going to continue.
Will you be there?
I will be at work.
Okay, because I
got a job.
Although I'm not phased, I'm not trying to be around people like that.
And I don't like people. Y'all know how I am about people in closed spaces.
The only thing you'll see both of us at is the
Hue Affair,
natural hair event.
We don't miss
because they are not canceled.
We don't miss
and
that.
We got to get our
and that's at the Carnival, Washington.
Yeah,
that's away from.
It's not as many people.
But we'll make sure to do that. And as I stated, I know Mayor Adler probably that had to be a big decision for him to make.
Yeah.
I was looking online and it said South by Southwest made $355 million last year. I don't even have $1 million. So
I don't have half of that.
I got half of that. So I couldn't imagine losing. Whew. And it just gets bigger and bigger. But as I've also stated, I like what South by Southwest started as. Of course, I wasn't in it in 87 because that's the year I was born. But I like that it started as what Austin is known for, which is, the whole Keep Austin Weird movement is because we support local businesses, local bands, local talent. Mm-hmm. That's the big thing that makes Austin what it is or what it was. I think when all the big industries come in, it kind of makes it oversaturated. It makes it to where it's like it's too much. I can remember. You remember that one South by Southwest? We
did everything.
We did everything, y'all.
Well, because at one point South by was not just for, it was for locals and aspiring artists and developers and things like that, and then it became more of a official corporate thing. So the shows and stuff have been a lot harder to get into versus when we were like younger and going to South by. You could hop from one show to the next without a problem,
no
and
bags,
just with a wristband, maybe, but you could just get in. It wasn't a lot.
And the fact that kind of stopped for me is, if I get older, I don't like lying.
Yeah, I go to maybe one day at South by.
I don't like it. It's hot. It's raining.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Forget. I don't want to do anything.
And then the hassle of trying to make a show, trying to get to this free food line, trying to do this.
It's a hassle.
Eat. I know people that we went to high school with, like they have a list and they like professional South by Southwesters. They know when the free food is. Free food at 3. There's a show at 4. We go to meet and greet at 7. Like they just know what everything that's happening. Like they throwing down free tacos on the roof at this place. And I'm like, how do you know?
You got free drinks. You got free kombucha.
How do you
got
know
this.
that?
You got that, baby. You know what? Y'all let me know.
It's just too
how
much.
It works.
But it's a fun event.
It is a fun event, and I honestly, this was one of the years that I honestly did want to attend because we are podcasters now. So I really wanted to get in on the media side. I wanted to meet more people, rub elbows with some of the people that's been in it and learn. But I do not want to get sick. Not because I'm one of the culprits, because they say that like the people that can get it are normally either elderly or babies. My babies are still babies, so even if I get it and I don't want to pass it on to them, I don't want to risk passing anything on to my family because that would bother me. And I don't. To me it's just not that serious. But again, that's me. I know it's people out there that make money out this, and my heart goes out. I sympathize with y'all.
I mean, especially from what you just saw with like all these people getting fired or laid off more so from South by Southwest. So it's affecting a lot of people in a lot of different ways that we don't see in the background, which
at all.
Because honestly, I was in the mindset of like, okay.
Yeah, I was like me, I'm like, oh, well, less traffic.
As long as he ain't canceled, cool.
Yeah, like that's honestly my thought process. Okay, well, traffic will be cheaper. But then at the same time, you think about, I was reading that the South by Southwest workforce had to let go of a third of their full-time employees. South by Southwest is headquartered in Austin. It started in Austin. That's a big hit. Like a third of people, like that's I give my went that off a third of us, that would just be too much. So I get it. That's why I say like my heart goes out to the people that are affected by it. I know it's a lot of the people that are affected by it, and I hate it for y'all. It's from losing money to losing jobs to just losing. Some people that's their week to unwind and have vacation
or really put their music out there.
Yeah, they hustle
their
and everything.
Indie things out there for people to really see, because it's an opportunity to really get more eyes on whatever your product or whatever it is. So it's sad.
One of my favorite bands I learned about at
I learned about so many people at South by before they became big.
Kendrick Lamar,
Janae. Well, Janae was already popping, but she wasn't
like
popping.
big. Shout out to Janae, baby, because I know y'all listening to that new album.
And she gonna be here soon, and we didn't get the tickets.
We did not get the tickets. Yeah, if y'all want to sponsor us, $1,025 for the tickets for 2.
I was just saying, give them to us.
Or y'all can just sponsor, give us the tickets. That too. But
we want to go.
We
That's
do
our
want to
friend.
go.
She know. We tried to get the tickets.
We know her.
She know we know her. And she know us.
I need to tweet her.
And we just didn't get the tickets in time.
I let your girl. Yeah, and
we need
look,
y'all to sponsor.
Lil Mama can't pay $500. I just can't.
Because the last time I saw her was at South by in a small little bar off 6th Street.
It was so intimate.
And she was so dope then. But Kendrick Lamar, before he got hot.
I think I saw Crit at South by.
It was a lot of people.
Everybody, like some of the biggest names right now. What's the You Don't Want No Problem? No, what is that baby's name? Chance the Rapper. Saw him at.
That's his name.
I saw him there as well. That's what, like every big name I saw at South. A lot of them.
Especially when they were up and coming, like they were known, but they weren't known.
Like,
and so for us I remember the Kendrick Lamar, like this Kendrick, and we like right here. Like in his face at the concert. It was so dope.
It's so dope.
But hopefully, it'll come around. Well, of course, it'll come around next year, but it won't affect anything.
I don't know. We have to see, because South by may want to move it to another city.
But that has been a conversation in the past. So this might push that to be, located in another place like California. I could see them trying to move it to California.
I can't even be mad at them if they decide to do that.
That would be sad, though.
I can't. Sad. It would, but I mean, I would understand it.
Because I ain't flying out. I've had enough.
I'm not flying. I'm not driving. I'm not doing none of that.
But that's the biggest thing we got in Austin. If you think about,
Formula One is probably the biggest thing that we have. Like that's true. That's the
Formula
I think
One
the
is
biggest
huge.
event thing that we do. Then also they're talking about canceling pretty much any event that is over 2,500 people until May 1st. So that's our Texas Relays, which I ain't did that in so long. But Texas Relays,
Urban Music Festival.
Urban Music Festival, which I go to yearly.
What else?
What's the month? Henny. I think
Kind of
Henny
with
Fest. Was it the Henny
Yeah.
thing? Henny.
We
Henny-
bought tickets last year and didn't even go.
Didn't even go, girl. And
But would you consider
the Kite Festival is outdoor. Well, I mean,
Everything
you're
is
right.
outdoor.
I don't know. I hope they don't cancel
They
the
can't
Kite
cancel the
Festival because
kids.
my baby love
Yeah, I can't
kites.
cancel the kids.
But yeah, so that's something that
You
But
gotta keep in
again,
mind.
we have a lot of friends that have venues. We got Glenn, who is the owner of the Rolling Rooster. He also owns Rainy Street. What is it? Hookah Lounge? Rainy Street
Yeah.
Lounge.
The after spot.
The
That's
after
what I know it
after
is.
hour spots, honey. Whew.
Yeah.
Thought I was
It's time to
young
wake
that
up
time.
after spot.
But yeah, he's doing things in his places, and I'm pretty sure he'll be more than. Oh, and then he's redoing the historic.
Bar?
No,
Oh, Victory Grill.
Victory Grill. He's revamping.
I
the historic
cannot
Victory
wait
Grill.
for them
I'm
to,
so ready
to
for that.
pop off.
Like more than anything.
I'm gonna be there.
Like live
Ready.
at 5.
I hope you have live bands and stuff.
Oh, he's talking about being live bands.
Open
live
mics.
bands. Hit up Glenn Williams. He's looking for
That's
it.
dope. That's dope.
What else was going on? So we got Corona, South by. I don't know if anything else happened.
Life. Well, I celebrated my son's 6th birthday, so I'm
yeah,
really
my
excited
big
about
baby.
that. He's 6 now, so he went to Denver for the first time ever, and it was amazing. I highly recommend. If you have kids, that's a great place to take kids. Like, it's safe. If you go to Keystone, it's a lot of stuff to do at Keystone for kids. They have
That's
the
good to
kids, the snow fort, and a bunch of other little stuff that you can do with your kids, which is really, really dope. It's only like an hour out from Denver, but it's really fun. Like, especially for us being from Texas, specifically Austin, and not really experiencing snow.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I was acting like them. I was a kid. All over again, throwing snow and stuff. It was fun.
Damon and I went when he was over the road with his first company that he did over the road with, and it was one of the places I got to make snow angels in.
Yeah, that's what Mike did. She wasn't getting in
The snow was so
down.
deep and it was so pretty. It was just beautiful.
Yeah.
I highly I'm with
I
you on that
enjoyed it. So that's really it. And then Lit Kids will be launching. The official launch date is March 29th, which is a Sunday, and it's actually the same day as our event that we're having. But Lit Kids, the book box is launching March 29th, so stay tuned for that on our social media page. The website will be launching soon, so it's at Lit Kids. That's l.i.t.kids on Instagram, and you can find us on Facebook as well. So definitely follow up with that, and make sure you're following us to get more information and updates.
I can see my baby boy on the page.
Yes. And tag us if you got kids taking pictures with
please.
books. I would love to see it and love to potentially feature it onto our website or our social media page. It would be amazing.
Yes.
And speaking of March 29th, we have the
March.
Manifest.
Y'all, this has been
Manifest.
like the thing that we've pretty much been building up to with all of our events. Our very first event was the Vision Board, which was in December. Then we did our Galentine brunch, which was in February. So Manifest March is like everything that we discussed, what we wanted for our lives going forward, what we wanted to do and where we are. Because our Galentine brunch was intimate, and a lot of people were able to kind of unpack some things, share some things. So now we're going to move forward to manifesting what we want our lives to look like, what we want to look like, what we want to have. And that is like, it's everything and more. For
That's
me,
the most important part of your whole vision.
literally.
Coming to light, and you're actually implementing everything you want it to do, whether it be self-love, happiness, career changes, love life, or whatever. You might have set that goal in December, January 2020, and now it's time to either see if you're even stepping in the footsteps of that goal, or if you're already in the manifestation phase where you're actually in that goal and pursuing that goal. So Manifest March will be amazing. It's going to be a creative action.
Shout out to our baby Marita.
Yes.
Thank you, love.
From 2 to 4, we're going to actually put more information out this week so people can get registered and all that. Bear with us, we mommies, and we got a lot of stuff going on, but we definitely want to give y'all that information because we definitely want y'all to come out and
What she say?
Engage and share love and just all of those good things as women. So, but guys, we got something coming for you too. And if you want to come,
We got some. The guys are not exempt from this. No. Now the Galentine brunch, yeah. But now even the vision board party, I wasn't exempt from that. Y'all are not exempt from this. We really want, I really want to hone in on the black men. Again, like I say, raising one and loving one, coming from one. I want to make sure that I'm doing my part to make sure that y'all are okay and y'all feel heard and y'all feel valued and y'all, because y'all are so necessary. Like we can't exist without y'all, and that's a big thing. Jerisha, I don't know if Henny Fest is canceled. You're gonna have to check with.
Look, I keep seeing the promotions on Facebook.
They still running the ad.
The ad.
So maybe they ignoring it, but I don't know.
But it's at the Austin American Statesman.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely check with them because it's their venue and see what they put out there. Because that could be an old ad that's continuing to float around.
That's definitely something to check.
But if it is, that's a great event to go to. It looked lit. But
I don't even drink Hennessy.
We was just gonna go last year. But this year I'm not going. The tickets was really cheap too, like $6.
Oh, we want to get VIP tickets.
Yeah, but
I need to start trying to get VIP. I don't know who made me bougie, but I need to relax.
She's a very important person.
I do. I am. I don't like lines. I don't like touching.
I don't like standing. Give me a section.
I can't stand. Oh Lord, I need the rest of my feet. I don't even care if I'm wearing tennis shoes. I just want to sit down. But one thing I'm excited about, we got hot chocolate ATX with us.
Yes.
Buddy, I gotta share something with you that I haven't shared with you.
What?
So a friend of mine on Facebook, she was talking about the Chamber of Commerce and in the city she was in, and I was like, I don't think Austin had no black chamber. That ain't what we do. Literally, that weekend was the Black Makers Market,
and that's where I
was like, oh, that's what my friend was just talking about. And so I think that was kind of cool. I think that kind of manifested as well. Because that literally was a conversation where I was like, oh, no, I don't. And she was like, no, I'm pretty sure y'all have one. And I'm like, oh, we do have one. So,
and for her to be representing the Austin Black Chamber of Commerce and then doing her own women empowerment, hot chocolate ATX, you would think like she's just, corporate, but she's very down to earth and real chill. Like, I can't wait for y'all to meet her. So her name is Renata, not Hot Chocolate ATX.
I call her Hot Chocolate.
But
if you find her on social media, she don't Hot Chocolate ATX because she blogs
together.
Right? Yeah. And she blogs about everything black in Austin.
Yes.
Hot chocolate.
Yep. So stay tuned. We're gonna bring her on in a few. So we'll be back in just a minute.
And drink some more stuff.
Yeah. Sweet cheese. Hi guys, welcome back. Hello.
gotta stop sipping before it's my time.
Especially a daiquiri. It's frozen.
I know it's
freeze, friend. Come on, friend. Lord Jesus.
Oh Lord, y'all. I'm Q.
And I'm Portia, and this is KMP Presents. So remember, season 3 is sponsored by our lovely Paradise on Ice, located on Burnett Road. Make sure you go check them out. That's what we're sipping tonight. Sweet Cheeks. I got sweet cheeks.
Sandy cheeks.
Sandy cheeks. Sweet sandy cheek. Like, whatever. You know, you're sitting there saying your cheeks be a little sweet and sandy. And then Renata's drinking the liquid marijuana known as seaweed.
Something seaweed.
So
I'm terrible with that. Is it good?
Yeah. It's a little interesting.
Is that like an aftertaste?
Yeah, it's a little interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's good.
So make sure y'all check them out. They have a variety of drinks. Even with gummy bears and
those
yummy bears,
Jello shots.
They got the jumbos, the small ones. So go check them out. We gonna get tipsy every other Monday. You hear me?
Every time y'all see us, you be a little bit on lip. But this is Mrs.
Yeah,
Miss Hot Chocolate ATX, aka Renata. So as I was telling them that how we found each other.
Yeah.
It was really interesting too, because we were like, hi.
We were just taking pictures.
We were just taking pictures. I was like, hi. And it was dope, but let the people know what you do and who you are. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Renata. I am the creator and founder of Hot Chocolate ATX, which started actually last summer or the summer before, I think. So it's like a brand new project of mine. I also work currently as the director of special projects for the Greater Austin Black Chamber of Commerce. Just filling up my whole day with all things black, because in Austin it can be hard. Yeah, but I love us, clearly.
Come on, baby.
Clearly. So here I am, and with Hot Chocolate, I just want to find a way to keep supporting us, to keep finding us, to keep building a community of us.
Yes.
I wish I had us being here, being raised in Austin, in Round Rock. And
Where you raised from?
I was raised in Round Rock. I wasn't born here, but I was raised here. And I think just growing up here and not having my community of sisters around, it really affected a lot of things for me. And I was like, well, before I get up and move to Atlanta like everybody else, let me try to...
I didn't up and move, though. I didn't up and move.
I had to do the...
I didn't up and move. Look, College Hill came on and season 1. It sold me. I was like, Mommy, I'm going to Clark Hill University. Look.
Spellman.
That was before. I had plenty of black friends. I went to LBJ, like one of the blackest schools. So that's not what sold me. The college life.
Yeah.
The HBCU college life is what sold me. But I'm glad Atlanta.
She was trying to go back. She been trying to go back.
I love being around my people.
Yes, same.
Love it.
So that's been the journey since then. Just continuing to look for us and support us whatever way I can.
So tell me more about the Black Chamber. Is it Black Chamber of Commerce? African American Chamber?
It actually used to be called the Capital City African American Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
A few years ago, it was renamed to the Greater Austin Black Chamber of Commerce because they wanted to make sure they were getting black folks from across the diaspora and African American, didn't leave too much wiggle room. It was established in 1982 by a group of male and female black entrepreneurs, business owners, and at the time that they started it, they were experiencing a lot of exclusion from commerce in the city. And so they were like, the same way everyone has to get theirs via trade and commerce, we're trying to do the same thing. We just happen to focus on a different demographic. But there is an Asian Chamber of Commerce, Hispanic, Young Chamber of Commerce, there's an LGBT Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, wow.
So there's different chambers that all do the same thing, and let's try to figure out how to help Austin citizens get money.
Yeah.
And so that's what the Black Chamber does. And I actually interned for them first, and I want to say like 2013 or maybe 2014, I interned for them for about 2 years, 2 or 3 years. And then I left, tried to figure out life. I'm still trying to figure out life.
Story of all of our lives.
Look.
Still trying to get it together.
Okay, and then went and worked some other places. And then last June, the current president of the chamber called me and was like, "Hey, you doing anything? We could, use some help." And so I found my way back again.
That's dope.
I just really have a heart for us.
Mm-hmm.
I know I could easily work for corporate, and the way them dollar signs is looking, I mean, that might, it might happen. It might happen again.
I know. I know.
But for now, I just want to keep doing for us what I can.
So what's your specific role with the Greater Austin Chambers of Commerce?
Yeah. So I'm currently the director of special projects, and what that means is I help put together events, meetings, provide people with resources they need for their businesses, whatever I can do to connect the dots to help people find what they need throughout the city so they can be more economically empowered. That's a lot of the work that I do.
Specifically for Blacks.
Specifically for Blacks, yes.
Specifically for Blacks.
Yes,
specifically for Blacks.
Specifically.
How we say it? Pacifically.
Yeah, you take that
S. Because I have me and who was I having? Me and Will, Erica's husband, Emery. We were having this conversation because there's a group, I can't think of, I'm in about 97 groups that's all considered Black Austin, so I don't even know which one it was. But in the group, they go on this thing where there's nothing to do for Black people. There's nothing for Black people to do. And I'm just like, we were both like, how do y'all think this? Because I literally, every weekend there's something going on.
Yeah.
For Black people.
That's true.
All the time.
That's true.
And I'm one of those people where it's like, oh, it's too much.
Especially if you have that, it's a great resource, but that email, Black Austin email.
Oh, yeah.
It's something all the time happening with
all
them.
The time.
And then if you go outside of that, like with Facebook groups and different things like that.
Yes.
We just had beards and bow ties, which was a bomb.
Beautiful Black men that I got. I miss my husband.
Wait,
my bearded husband.
Really?
Wait, when was
it was
this?
like two of them walking down, and I missed them. It was a beautiful
and
thing.
Hanovers.
They was fine.
Black.
Oh, I've been skipping out on Hanovers.
It's not Hanovers though. It was not that event. It was a Marita B.
It was a Marita B and Texas Black Pages event.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was just at Hanovers. It wasn't their event.
Okay.
And she has this every single year.
They had vendors.
Yes.
We had Cat Carter. Shout out to my baby Cat Carter. She performed. She
hosted, right?
She hosted. We had DJ Melissa. Everything was Black.
Wow.
And the men were Black. And they was fine. And it was bearded. And it was big and bumping.
Wait, really?
Yes, they was. I'll show you the video.
Okay.
I'll show you.
And they ain't from Austin. They ain't like from
Of
Killeen
course
and Dallas.
You're
And
not
gonna
I thought Brittany said they was from all
they were from
over
all
Texas.
over, but it was a lot that was from Austin.
Really?
Look at some fine Black ones seasoned here in Austin. It's just hard to find them. Austin's a hard place to date.
Because I thought any Black men from Austin, either they were already taken or they've just been hiding out.
No, the bearded goddesses are here.
The bearded ones came out. I was like,
bearded gods, not goddesses.
Well, I wanted, and I say it because
fine.
Marita made me her stage manager. That's my first time doing that. Yeah, so it was a dope event. It was essentially ran by women, with the exception of Texas Black Pages, but it was pretty much all females. Shout out to Dawn, managed by Dawn, because she ran it with me as well. Like I said, Black DJ, Black MC, women. It was super duper dope. It was such good energy. We had, I think, like 5 or 6 vendors in there.
Yes.
It was incredible. That weekend alone, I had 4 other events that I was supposed to go to.
Okay, so
Black
events.
So do y'all feel like what it is that people just don't want to look for it?
I think that's what it is. I think it's people not knowing how to look for it. I think it'll be lazy. I think people want things to just fall into their lap. But I did hear something very interesting where they were like, every event that's for Black people, it has to be an event. It's not something we could just go to. But I don't think that, because you have people that go to Midtown. You have people that go to the Hanovers. What's the Gossip Shack? You have people that go to it's another spot, Pflugerville, Round Rock area. I can't think of the name.
Are you talking about like Rolling Rooster or 11 Degrees?
11 Degrees, Paradise on Ice.
Which those are Black owned, but like we were talking about our last show, like it's limited.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of options. Everybody don't want to go to Midtown. Everybody don't want to go to Hanover. It's like you get burnt out. Like I need something different.
Yeah,
I
need a different
so
vibe.
I don't get burnt out because
I don't go out that much, but when I do, I need a different vibe. I need a different variety.
I do think we need a lounge. I will say that. I really do think we need a lounge.
Please.
Because I literally like to just sit.
Yes.
I like to sit down somewhere. I want to wear my heels and be cute.
But have some good music.
Yes.
Get up, pop a little bit, and sit back down and eat.
And then sit back down and eat.
Exactly.
We gotta eat, honey.
Exactly.
You go to Dallas or Houston, you get you a good little brunch with some good music and a good mimosa.
Baby.
I'm like, what's it gonna take for us to? I'm like, is it just finding the next wealthy black person, not Robert Smith, who's a billionaire, who's in Austin hiding somewhere?
We can show you him.
Who is Robert Smith?
He is the richest black man. He lives in
Austin.
Has been in Austin for a while.
Is that the one that donated to Morehouse?
Yeah, because that's his
paid everybody. Yes,
got it. Okay,
exactly.
I know what you're talking about.
So I'm like, aside from him, where's the next person that has the funds to create a lounge for us, or is that just a matter of us pooling our resources?
I think it's us pulling our resources, and I think that's one of the things I like about knowing about the Black Chamber of Commerce, because we have, like you said, you help us get to the resource. That's essentially what your job function is. But it's about the people that want to go out and look for it.
Yeah.
And want to do it.
Right.
I can run the part of my business that I know I'm good at, and that's pretty much everything I'm hands on with. That's why I podcast. That's why I blog. These are things that I can control. I'm not the person to run no lounge. Now I can get a party hype for you. I can get some people in your lounge
and leave.
You know,
at a certain time. She ain't staying all night.
I'm leaving about 10:45.
She ain't staying all night
because I'm tired.
Yeah, but I mean that's fair. You shouldn't have to do.
But then the hookah, the Glen spot is a lounge. The hookah, that is a lounge.
Yeah.
What spot?
Rooftop Rainey's rooftop lounge.
Oh, okay.
It's a lounge.
It's not a rooftop though.
It is a rooftop.
But they never used it. I thought
they
closed.
Unless they, I don't know. I ain't been in a while.
Because it's the late night spot, right?
Yeah, you know, last time I went was with you.
Oh, well, that was a long time ago. We was inside. On the bottom
but
floor.
They do the rooftop.
Maybe during the summer.
That was like 5 years ago. I went on the rooftop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it closed or something.
Well, nevertheless.
But
he getting victory grill together.
Right.
Oh, yes. I saw that.
Right. So it's like, it's not that it's nothing for us to do. I'm one of those people where wherever I congregate with my people, it's our thing. So even if it's not necessarily an event, if me, Portia, and the 5 of our other girls all get together, wherever we go, it's about us. Whether we go to a Mexican restaurant, it's gonna be something we do.
We can go out to dinner and have a good time. And
every time.
Yeah. We don't gotta do much and just be.
But what
out
do you
and
think? Do you think it's something we need to do? Do we need to? Because I feel like all these Facebook pages put the stuff in there.
They do.
Do we need to what?
Do we need to figure out a way to merge the two?
Okay, so there's two sides to that coin, because there are websites like SoulCity.com.
I've been on there forever, but it's definitely different. Soul City's connected to the email that I received, so I get some of their stuff through there.
Yeah, there are sites like that. There's even like a newspaper, The Villager. There's
people don't read them.
There's the Facebook group, Black Austin. So it's tough because it's like there are people that are trying to do the work to, show even hot chocolate. I'll repost our stuff all day.
You do.
But as far as having like a one space that everyone can go to, that hasn't been created yet, or it has, but that's the problem, is everybody wants their own.
Yeah. Instead of collaborating.
Yes, everybody
wants their own collaborative effort.
So I'm like, I wish everyone would just be like, hey, we're all going to post our events to Soul City. And that's
where we go to find out.
That would make sense.
Yes, or, whatever. So I think that...
You think we get in our own way?
Yes. Yeah. I do think we're getting in our own way.
So what events have Greater Austin Chamber of Commerce done
GABCC.
Look, I've been trying to make sure I'm
GABC is fine.
GABC, what have y'all done, since you've been in your role, as far as events and stuff to promote bringing us together and creating spaces for us to, engage and mingle and connect with one another? What events have y'all brought to the city or the community?
So last month we had an annual event called the Black Elected Officials. And so what we like to do is, in either legislative or non-legislative years, we invite our Black elected officials, along with all other elected officials, to be able to be in a space together, to talk with one another, get to know one another, and then we invite the general public as well, so that they can come and get to know like who is in their city running for things, who's in power, who's making the moves, so you can see who the faces are, you can know what their names are. When it's time for local elections, you know who you want to, you know who you're voting for, because we've made the space for y'all to see them.
Honestly, that's how I met. Shout out to Tanya Nixon, because she's the first African American black woman to be voted constable in Precinct 1. And that's actually, I met her. I did go to that event. I also met her at Black Makers Market. That's, again, I get out. Long as it's before 8. I get out. So if it's something going on and I know about it, I do. I think that everybody kind of wants to just turn up. And I'm 30.
Yeah, and I don't like that vibe right now. If people,
30?
I turned 32 years ago. I'll be 33 in June.
I'm done.
I left that 2 off. 30.
Lord, I'm 30. She's 30. I'm 29.
I just turned 30 last month.
You gotta make sure you drink.
But once you're 30 plus, you want a chill vibe. Like the Black Makers Mark would be a nice vibe. If people would, like, more people would come. The music is so dope. The environment is dope. Like, it's just a nice outdoor event. Typically it's outdoors. It's
nothing but black vendors with black businesses
and it's
selling their black
space
products.
You know, be around your people, get your own little spot with your little chairs and bring your little tent, make it a whole little event. Bring your grill. Look, it's room for all of that.
I think everyone should show up to the Black Makers Market,
but
especially because when it comes to putting our dollars back into us, what better way to make sure our dollars go back to us than we just take over a whole space and make ourselves and our wares and our products and services available to us, more visible to us. So I guess people are doing what they can, but I really feel like I do need more black folks to get engaged. Another event that the Black Chamber does is the Taste of Black Austin.
Oh, that sounds good. It's food.
Yes, it is food.
I didn't know that was held by y'all. Actually.
Yes. So
delicious. I'm hungry.
We just had the Taste of Black Austin last summer, and the theme was the Green Book. And it was like, what were black travelers eating back then when they couldn't go to certain restaurants and they couldn't go to certain places? The Green Book was
like specific for what African Americans could eat during like the
I didn't know that. It's called the Green Book.
Yes, the Green Book. It was written by Victor Green. I don't know exactly what year he wrote it, but it was supposed to help black travelers that are trying to figure out where can they sleep at night, what restaurants can they go to.
That is so interesting.
So they can stay safe. So they can find ways to stay safe.
Is that available on Amazon?
You can order the book. It's probably
I would just want to have it as just an archive. I didn't even know this was on there. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so what we did is, I think there were like 8 or 9 black chefs from throughout the city, whether they have a catering business or they're a chef at a restaurant in Austin or something like that. We had them all come together and work on creating a menu with 10 to 12 different small dishes to feed to like 100 plus people. So it's all of our people in the room eating what our chefs have made for us based around this theme.
There was just dinner in the dark.
I didn't want to go.
A guy that I just met. So bad. He was one of the chefs, and it looked so good. Yeah, I met him and my other friends.
What's the next one?
I don't know. I'll message him.
Okay, I'm trying to go.
I really wanted to go because I was doing Valentine's Day weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I really wanted to do that.
Yeah, and it was a full course meal.
That was dope. I did see that. But again,
once again, it's something we need to support.
It's something we need.
But I believe it was sold out, so he got the support he needed.
Yeah, it was. Because I tried to get a ticket and it was sold out.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's stuff that we do. That same, matter of fact, the same Valentine's weekend, they had a comedy show. It was 2 comedians from Houston. There was three comedians. Remember, 2 from Houston, I think 1 from Dallas. Super funny. Nice. There was a live band.
It was black comedians?
Yep.
I'm telling you.
That's why when people say that, I'm like, where do y'all be looking at to do stuff? Because clearly y'all ain't looking in the same place that I'm looking at. And half the stuff just kind of falls into our lap.
And even if you want to do something with the Austin Area Urban League Young Professionals Group.
Yes.
Like AAUYP, they stay doing stuff.
They do.
all the time.
They had a happy hour at remember Marita was talking about the happy hour they had?
Yeah,
the
me
Black
and her went
History
to.
Month?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
No, they had it in the Domain.
We went to the one on the rooftop. This was last summer though. It was on the rooftop,
okay.
and it wasn't like official. Like they worked with the venue. They just put it on the flyer, and people showed up.
Just showed up.
And it was just a bunch of black people on the rooftop. They was like, "What?"
Look, okay.
But it was a dope event. It was so many different people because YP usually brings a lot of people that's moved here from other places.
That's very true.
So I met a lot of different black people that aren't from here but they came here for work.
Yeah.
So it was really dope to meet some new people I've never met before. So, but it was cool. YP is definitely a great resource as well.
And something, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm like, something that has been a bit difficult in doing the work that I do for the Black Chamber is the support factor.
Oh,
because
we talk about that all the time.
It can, I'm like, it can be, a lot of people don't realize that, we're a small staff of women doing what we can for the black population for an entire city. Like, it's just not even possible, really, unless the community comes through and they take over their chamber.
What can the community do to really show up, to, like, put that out? What is it that we can, because I definitely, let me know what I can do, because I'll show up.
Yes. I think, so we do have a number of different committees that we work through to bring more attention to education or government and policy or small business and development. Even if people just came in and took charge of those committees and were like, these are things that are important to us, let's have a committee around it. And in that committee, we can say, what can we do to tackle these issues together as a team? Okay. Because for us, with all the committees that we have and all the events we're trying to put on and all the resources we're trying to provide, I'm like, something's going to fall through. And it's really tough to have a heart for this. And people are like, wow, I can't believe you haven't done this or you didn't do that. And I'm like, well, we would love to, but we're literally only X amount of people. So I think even if it's just coming through and volunteering, like that's a start. Also, I've been trying to plug everyone into the Yellow House. It's on 11th Street. It's right next to Franklin's Barbecue.
I know exactly.
Yeah, it was at the Blake. It's where the Black Makers Market was.
Got it. Okay.
So the Yellow House. It's called the Deidre Hamilton House.
That's where we met you at.
Yes,
right in front of her.
And it was the first. It was the home of the first freed black man in Austin, and it was built in the late 1880s. That space is now available as a free event space.
You told us that.
Yes.
She told us that.
And I've been trying to tell everybody in there.
Because they've used it for art galleries in the past.
Yes.
When I was working with the Urban Music Festival, they used it with Six Square.
What's the maximum capacity?
It's very tiny.
It is small, so I want to say comfortably. It's more intimate. So comfortably, probably up to like 30 people.
Because I think you also incorporate the outdoor area. Because it connects to that walkway where the DJ is usually at, and then it's a great. I believe it's a great summer spot, like a spring summer spot because the weather is nice and everybody's a little more comfortable.
So even using that space, whether it's for receptions or events or workshops or as a temporary art gallery space, even using that space is helpful because it makes y'all more visible, and that's
very visible because it's right on that street too.
Literally in that big parking space or that look.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Yeah. And then you have the outdoor area where Maker's Mark is usually at.
Yeah.
Which you have that to do whatever you want as well. So
that's what I love.
But she did tell us that.
She did. I know. Y'all know I don't have a good memory. I don't have a good memory. I got mommy's brain times 10. My kids took my memory.
Look.
But I like that because for those that are listening and people that get to play this back, it's something that they can start to utilize. I didn't even think about that space because I just got an idea for that space.
Look. Come through.
I did. I just got a really good idea for that space.
Yes.
Idea. So when it comes to hot chocolate ATX, what are you more on the side of like promoting and giving visibility to events and things that women are doing in the city, or are you also providing spaces and events for women to come together? Like, what is the overall purpose for Hot Chocolate ATX specifically for those who want to like follow the page and get more information?
So whenever Hot Chocolate was made, at first it was just me and a friend of mine. We just wanted to be able to tell our story, being black women existing in Austin. But at some point, I was like, I can't speak for everyone, so I would love to get other women's perspectives.
Okay.
So what Hot Chocolate has become is a space just to tell our story and let our own histories in real time be known. Moving forward, I do want to not just create space online, but I do want to create space in real life, like in the physical, so we can have spaces to meet up. So we can network. So I think that's certainly the direction it's going to go in. But right now, it's just like whatever we're doing, I just want to be that platform to let people know. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not looking to get anything from it. Like, I'm just like, I just want to promote us, because not enough people do. And I'm like, well, it's okay if you don't care what we're doing. I do.
Exactly. Yeah. We had an event, again, like, y'all, I wish y'all knew how tired I was. And I can only imagine if I did the events that went on throughout the week. My kids would never see me. We had an event this past Sunday, or the Sunday before. Sunday before.
With
brunching with Black Earthwork.
I want to go to that.
Let me tell you how intense and impactful I went, representing K&P, because I do, I put on the K to the P. And
what kind of
but what I liked about it was I met a Black chiropractor here in Austin. Did I know we had that?
Really? You gotta give me the information.
I was about to say that.
No, because my doctor gave me some chiropractors, but I'm sure they're not Black.
I know, and I would 100% give. He talked about how chiropractic care impacts pregnancies, how it impacts just women and our bodies changing after pregnancies.
Honey, because I still.
When I tell you, I'm sitting there thinking to myself like, so you mean to tell me you've been here this whole time? Because I stopped going to get chiropractic care. Because I didn't feel like anything was changing. That's what led me to acupuncture. And my acupuncturist told me, in order to really help you, you need to get a chiropractor. I can help with the muscles, but somebody needs to help with your readjustments of the bones. But it's hard to find someone you trust.
Yes.
And I mean, I got bomb insurance, but I'm not going to just go to somebody and they be a quack and they pop me the wrong way. So talking to him, there was a Black prenatal nurse that was there. All of these people right here in Austin, and I'm sitting here flabbergasted about Black doulas,
oh my gosh,
right there, and I'm like,
that's what I want.
Oh my God, this is those kind of events, and it took place at Creative Action, where we're gonna have our manifestation for March.
Which is a beautiful space.
I'm trying to be there.
Amazingly beautiful.
You gotta come.
You really have to come, seriously, and that's why, like, what we're learning that I even realized, like, this is really something. This is bigger than what we realize, because we swear there's nothing here. We swear we don't have it, but it's there.
They're just hidden gems that we don't know about. Because what other space would you be able to meet or know those people? I mean, it's probably in
Mama Sana Vibrant Woman.
Yeah.
Black Mamas ATX collab.
Say that.
I could name some places, and that's what we talked about that though. Making our space and who we are and what we do visible.
Yep. That's what I was saying, because you and some of those women know, but all the other women either don't see the information, don't look for the information, or simply don't know that it's out there for you to get.
So what do you say? We need to make a directory? Because I ain't gonna problem doing that either.
Look. I mean, I honestly, the YBA. Did y'all do the Black Girl? I missed it.
We had a moment.
I'm like, if y'all want to tag team and do a partnership type thing and just put that thing together, because
I know almost all the Black places to eat it.
Because I was about to say YBA, they do. I get so many emails because it gets a little annoying, but I give them all a props for like marketing, because I'm always getting stuff about events. Just being very persistent and consistent with promotion. Because it's something you can do every week, or not just every week, but just light reminders of like, hey, there's doulas available, or hey, somebody's accepting new clients or whatever. They are always on it.
And a lot
either
of
if you want to get it or not, it's available in your email.
They're paid, like they're free. Like Black Mama.
Yeah, you told me it's free.
Mama Sana Vibrant Woman and Black Mamas ATX, a collaborative BMCC. They're free doulas, and the reason why they're free is because they get paid by the city. They give them grants for that kind of stuff. So it's like when people tell me like they want a doula, I'm like, mine was free.
Wow.
I gave her something on the side just as a thank you, but she was free, and it's because she got paid by them, and they get paid.
I didn't learn that until
they get paid
Did you use Villa too?
No. She ain't had all the child system.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't find out till my second.
I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about a natural birth and all of that stuff, but no.
But it's stuff like that.
And when you think about that, you think it's expensive.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I thought. I was like, you know, I'm just get this epidural and push this baby out.
Yeah.
And let it be that.
You know,
But you learn that, and I would say that it's already passed for this year, but SBSLC is always a great experience. What is SB? What is that? Naomi, what is SBSLC, baby? It's there. I don't know what else to do because we have the Facebook groups. We have YBA. We have you. We have, like, what do
emails.
we do?
I'm an email person, and I
see. I'm a social media person.
I do.
I'm
emails.
social media.
Okay.
And then if they turn on notifications, you'll get stuff. If
if
you're really invested in knowing about these events, turn your notifications on. You'll get it even when you're not on social media. It'll pop up on your your timeline of your phone.
That's true too.
So it's really about people taking the time to be invested and making the effort to be aware of what's going on. Don't do another snack.
Because we complain, but okay. Stephanie Clark said the Black Directory. Yes, please. Okay.
Oh, Texas Black Pages. Well, yeah, that's a directory, but do y'all feel like it's not?
Isn't
like
that only on
things that
Facebook?
could be. No, I think it's a website now.
I haven't utilized
I think
it.
Texas Black
I
Pages
have not
is a
utilized
website
it
now.
Yeah. And then when you mentioned the Villager, that is a great resource as well.
We love the Villager.
But people don't read magazines.
Come on,
People don't read newspapers like that anymore.
No.
We're more prone to social media online.
We need it quick, fast, in our face.
Right there, right away. The availability of getting it
ADHD.
online versus going to pick up a paper, reading it.
Because I read the Villager and Austin Chronicle. Because again,
I don't know the last time I read the Villager. And
my boyfriend and I, we are like, we real Austin. Like we are super keep Austin. Where he was raised on 10th Street in
Wow,
Shut up. I was raised on Northeast Drive in Loyola. So it's like, we super Austin. So I do all the weird, quirky stuff too. Like I go to yours birthday and
okay, we have to make that a thing. What's the next one? Is it in March?
It's coming up. April? I think it's April.
You know what?
We're gonna have to make that a thing.
You know I don't mind, but we gotta go early because I gotta get the kids in.
No, that's fine. I gotta go early because I just like to go to bed early.
We're on the same page. Look, don't be hanging out without me.
Okay.
Don't be catching those stories and snaps of y'all together and I ain't there.
Okay.
That's gonna be a problem.
I love it. I love
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
no, that made me think like this weekend I went to a book signing. And I never heard of this woman before outside of knowing some kids that are really into her books. They're called Dork Diaries. Kind of like the what's the other diary book?
The nerdy diary of a
but the
nerdy
boy,
kid
wimpy
or whatever.
kid or
Yeah,
something.
diary of a wimpy kid.
But this is Dork Diaries about, and it's based off of her daughter Nikki. But this is a black author and her daughter who's a black illustrator, and they had a free book signing this weekend at Book People.
Wow.
And I can count on maybe both of my hands how many black families was there.
If you would have told me, you know, I would have.
I found out about it that morning.
What was I doing? I was probably.
But I found out about it that
She's
morning.
based in Austin?
I don't know where she's from, but she was available to give advice. You know, it was a whole Q&A. And people brought their kids. They bought a book. They got it signed. Her daughter even did sketches of the kids in the book.
Wow.
In the book signing. They took pictures. It was just a wonderful thing to see. Like, me being an aspiring author, to be able to be in close proximity with other women who've made it. She has not 1,000, but many series of this Dork Diaries book. And so just to be able to hear how she came along and pick her brain. I say that to say that these things are available, but I had to research that.
That's what
and then Jason Reynolds is going to be here on Wednesday.
Come on.
And Jason Reynolds.
Southwestern Black Student Leadership Conference held every year at Texas A&M. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Well...
But what I was saying is Jason Reynolds, he's also one of, he talks about social justice and stuff, and he writes a lot of books, and he's a very well-known author. And
he's going to be here?
Wednesday.
Where?
It's at this church because he's that big that it's probably most likely going to be sold out. But it's Wednesday at 7. But he's a very, very popular author. So I plan on going to that, but that one does cost. And like I tagged you in the other one, I mean, Jim Carrey ain't black, but Jim Carrey gonna be here at the end of the month.
Oh, nice. Wait,
what?
What? He wrote a book?
He wrote a book in collaboration with another guy.
Wait a minute.
It's sold out though. I tagged you on Facebook.
I didn't get it.
Oh, well, yeah, you're going to be here.
I live for Jim Carrey. I literally
Jim
just
Carrey.
shared a poster. I
know, that's why I thought you kind of shared it.
I just shared that just because I just love him. I love Jim Carrey.
And then Book People hosted when, first came out, The Hate You Give. She was here. The author of The Hate You Give, which was last year or the year before last. And I went to that.
Wow.
But honestly, with those events, it's more white people and people that are not of color at those events versus us being there to support. Yeah. But
even the support that we get, like a lot of the support that we get, especially from people like following us, people that are tuning in to things that we do, a lot of the support that we get comes from white people. But I ain't gonna show nobody because every event we've done, I've been strategic and intentional with making sure that we highlight black businesses in Austin. Yeah. So a lot of the people that have donated to us, that have sponsored us. I mean, Kevin, guy that does our show. He's a black man, and we're really big on that. I say it all the time. I'm really big on that because we are here. Stop saying it's not no black people in Austin. Stop saying it's not nothing for black people to do in Austin. It is things to do. Now, I will say this: if it's not things that you like, which I know, make it happen. Talk to people. What's the place I just went? Crab Kings.
Mm-hmm. I heard they're delicious.
Crab Kings is phenomenal.
I've never been there.
Mm-hmm. Phenomenal.
It's good.
And they have a bar.
It's good. Yeah.
And they literally I was talking to my baby Pumpkin. Kanisha, whatever her name is in real life. She was like, she's like, I want to do a Sunday fun day here. Black owned businesses. Right there in Pflugerville, where all of us have essentially
pushed into.
So it's not like Bahati's is right down the street. Bahati's, that was another place I was thinking of. Bahati's is another place that
when they first opened up, we was in that thing
all the time.
It was in there.
And so it's like we can't say it's nothing to do. And you also can't compare Austin to Houston's in Atlanta. Yes. It's not those places.
It's not.
It's not. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably wouldn't even like that to be. I may like Atlanta, but I don't like Houston.
I don't too much.
Yeah,
I love
Houston.
Dallas,
yeah,
I
don't like Houston.
I think Houston is a nice place for me to visit sometimes.
Exactly.
But it's not. Yeah, it's not where I'd rather be. But also when it comes to support, the same way you can do your research to find literally anything else not black, is the same way you can use that energy to find something black. Like I personally just feel like it's not that difficult. But I don't know. Maybe we're biased because we're all from here and we kind of know how to maneuver.
Say that. I think it could be there, but I feel like it's more new people in Austin than it is the people that are like natives.
That's true, and they're the ones that's also coming through and starting these events. Exactly.
Glenn is from Chicago.
I don't know if you've heard of him.
Send me this. Let me show you.
I invited.
I think he was on Good Morning America recently.
He's everywhere. He's wrote multiple books.
But what church is he going to be? Is he going to be at my church?
He's at
Central. He's at a church?
Because it's such a big event. Central
Presbyterian
Church. Yes, that. For his new book, Stamped.
That's my baby. I love her.
Whatever.
She almost had it. Well, we're going to try to wrap it up, y'all. I don't want to keep y'all.
But here's the one with Jim Carrey.
Keep y'all too long. Yes. I cannot believe. Somebody gonna have to give me that ticket. Send me that because I'm gonna follow this. Somebody gonna give it up. They're gonna be able to go that day.
Well, while y'all are sharing, I'm gonna plug Hot Chocolate a little bit
more.
You
have to plug it
because Jill Scott tickets popped up. Somebody put it in Black Austin
the day of the concert, like a couple hours before. They did.
Come on.
They do that for your name.
But go ahead and plug it.
Okay.
Don't put the electricity
for
out
Hot Chocolate ATX. Please. I'm always looking for more stories to share. If you have a blog entry you want to submit, if you want to submit like a short, story time, a few sentences about, this happened to me in Austin the other day, or go check out this food, or here's a church, or here's a good hairstylist, like whatever you want to share, please come through, because this whole platform is about sharing what we have to share, what we want to share. Whether it's a good experience or it's not the best experience, let me know, because what I'm finding is I'm starting to get more followers from out of town, because they're like, what's going on in Austin, what's going on for Black women specifically in Austin, and if y'all have something to share, like, let it be known. I can only speak on so much because I have my particular story. I can't speak on what the moms are going through and them finding schools for their kids and what their kids are going through. I can't speak to that. I can't speak to being queer, a queer Black woman in Austin. I can't speak to, I don't know, doing tarot card readings. Like, I don't, whatever.
I got a couple of people for that.
Look, so I'm like, whatever y'all are trying to talk about, hit me up, let me know, DM me. Even if you're like, look, I took the most bomb, selfie today in front of the Capitol. Share that too. Let me post that too. You looking gorgeous. Like, whatever it is, come through. It's all about us. That's it. And I'm done.
Look at that. Say it, because I'm sure to start sending.
So everybody went to the Jill Scott concert but us. Kenneth, Stephanie. Y'all didn't even try to get us a ticket.
Y'all really don't even like us. That's what I'm starting to realize. Because y'all know I wanted to go see Jill.
We was trying to.
Renee said she really liked to visit. She really liked to visit Houston. I get it. I go to Houston. I go to whoever house I'm going to.
Look.
Go to whatever restaurant. I always get the loud pack, and then I go home. I'm literally in Houston.
Wait, the loud pack?
From what's that place called?
Turkey Leg.
No, what's that seafood place called? Everybody go to in Houston.
Crab Queens?
No, the one that Lotus Seafood. I ain't even been to Crab Queens.
I ain't even been in Houston like that. So I'm saying the new trendy spots.
Oh my God.
Listen,
but Turkey Leg is where it's at.
I do want to go to Turkey Leg.
Let's go and just go there.
We should go.
We go early in the morning though, because that line is ridiculous.
You know how I'm done. I need to be the first person there when they open.
So a quick question I do have for y'all
is
what has kept y'all in Austin? And have y'all thought of any other places?
The biggest thing for me, I would say, because I've left Austin and moved back, is family.
Same.
I moved to Dallas first, right out of high school. And then 2 years later, I transferred to Atlanta to Clark. Mm-hmm. And after getting pregnant, I moved back. And so since having a baby, it's changed a lot. And family was everything before, but it's like everything. And seeing that my son is so invested in being with his grandparents, his cousins, like, although I'm okay with moving again, I know that would be hard for him. So the biggest thing for me is proximity of being close to family. Like, that's really it.
Yes.
So
same. Familiarity. I've been here my whole life. I met the love of my life here. My children are here. My mother is here. Everything that I know and really who I am. Like I said all the time, like I am super Austin.
Yes.
And just I visited other places. I mean, I've been to almost 40 of the 50 states. So I've visited other places. I've traveled. I've stayed. And Austin has a certain je ne sais quoi, I guess, that other places don't really exhibit. And it is the mix of where I can go to a place like, I don't know about everybody else, but I can go to Westlake and be comfortable and sit in Juice Land and have a drink and then shoot out to Pflugerville and go to Bahati's and then go to South Austin and hang out on Riverside with a couple of friends and go to pinballs out north. And I can do all of these things and I feel at home and I feel okay. I don't feel like I need to, there's any pressure, maybe because it is so liberal. Liberal, because I know some of y'all trying it. But we gonna keep Austin weird. But that's kind of the thing that I think of that. And then I've worked for the best company ever. So it's like, oh my God.
And is the love of your life from Austin?
Born and raised.
Shut up, ladies.
Breckenridge.
I hope you heard that. For some of y'all that come here and they're like, I don't find nobody, and you leave, and
he fine. He been fine his whole life.
I'm like, there's hope. There's hope.
They out here. I really listen, y'all. They are out here. Look at that. Because I'm born and raised out here. And then
I'm single too.
But you know what? Then I hear guys say that, like, where do you meet good women? I don't like.
Hello. Okay.
hello.
Listen, they in here, baby. They in here. Good, black, and fine. Like, I don't know what else y'all want, but don't worry, because I'm telling y'all, that thought I had.
We got some stuff cooking
we finna make it happen.
But you know what?
We finna make it happen.
But to make it full circle, maybe that's what happened. They don't want to look, so people don't want to look. Bring it back to the beginning.
Well, look, if I'm interested, I'm like,
look at
I don't got a problem pursuing you if I'm really into you. Look.
Come on, Zenny, a woman.
But you gotta have it right and tight. It gotta be something that make me want to just pounce on it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But yeah, so let's go on and wrap up. We a few minutes over. But it was fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
You so dope. You were so dope.
Do not be hanging out without me.
We not.
Okay.
When do I ever do anything without
about you.
I'm just saying.
Jesus.
And I'm totally fine with that because I'm just trying to support whatever. So.
They're not gonna. We got y'all. Oh, y'all better pay attention because I'm telling y'all this idea I just had, honey.
Come on.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. That's what I'm saying. But thank y'all so much for joining, Kate.
Yes. And thank you again for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We will be live on March 23rd with Lakeem Wilson. I cannot wait. He is a mental health artist. So, as well as the...
Is Lakeem single?
I don't know, but he's a Kappa. That don't matter, right?
I'm done.
That don't even matter.
Look.
You know what's funny? All this show, I've been thinking, like, should I plug the Kappas? Because, Johnny's a Kappa. Mark is a Kappa. It's a lot of Kappas.
Lakeem is an artist. We're not going to label him based off of organizations.
His Greek
affiliation.
But he will be with us on the 23rd of this month, so please stay tuned for that. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, share this video.
And our YouTube channel. We got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, we trying to get it popping.
Trying to let y'all know we out here, baby.
What I'm saying?
And Hot Chocolate ATX.
At Hot Chocolate ATX.
And Lit Kids will be
Bring it
launching.
in, bring it in.
End of the month. I told y'all this box is big as hell. We can all hide behind it. Okay? Y'all kids won't be getting this big this big box. It'll be a lot smaller. I ain't drunk a lot tonight, but this box is huge. But make sure you follow Lit Kids March 29th. March Manifest also March 29th.
Be ready.
Check out
Be
our
ready.
page for the event. We will be posting it this week.
Be ready.
Cheers.
Yes.
Oh, Paradise on Ice.
Another one.
Make sure y'all go check them out.
Look, see, she done got her sip on.
Look.
Woo.
Yes. Thank y'all. Have a great week. Yes. Shout out to the women. It is Women History Month. Girls, okay?
History.
Who run the world? Beyonce said the best.
Who run the world?
Girl, hey.
Who run the world?
Girl, hey.
Especially if they color.
Hey, hey, hey. There we
go.
Get in formation.
One time.
Get in formation. All right. Cut it off.
Y'all have a good night.
We can keep going.